Can I take a minute if
Uh,
I get your permission?
but, uh, During the presiding officer address, we are beginning. Go, Jaspreet.
Welcome to the meeting 120 of Spearhead Club. I'm Jaspreet, and today I'm your Sergeant at Arms. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. You are now inside the code of conduct of a Toastmasters meeting. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to pause the recording. There are few grind rules to follow. For the audience, please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise-making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, and politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on and audios off. For the role players, TMOD, TTM, a journal evaluator, please ensure a smart audio or video check before handing over to respective role players. For the role players, please rename yourself as role player, your name, and your club. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. For the other rules, and for our Zoom recording, there are a few rules. We encourage you to use the Zoom emoticons generously to encourage role players. We sincerely request you not to send chat messages to everyone or the speaker on stage. In fact, refrain from chatting altogether and focus on the speaker. Please stay on mute until specifically requested to unmute. Polls will be launched after each section and they will be closed after 30 seconds. Now I would like to introduce you to the presiding officer, Nimit Mittal.
Thank you, Jaspreet, for that lovely introduction to the Spearhead Toastmasters 120th meeting. I welcome you once again. Can we have a big round of applause and start the meeting on a high? Why not? Because it is such an occasion. Today is October 22, and it marks the yet another anniversary, yet another legendary year of Toastmasters. If I just go back to Jaspreet's starting, she acquainted us with a few rules. Those rules are nothing but ensuring the four core values of Toastmasters, which are nothing but integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And I urge you all to please follow them during the course of this meeting and beyond, also in the Toastmasters setting, so that we can all learn together in the best rewarding manner. As far as Toastmasters is concerned, for the benefit of new members and guests who are joining us, well, Toastmasters, I cannot express how it has helped me over the past 3.5 to 4 years, but I will just like to summarize it in the club mission statement, which the Toastmasters has for all the clubs. Toastmasters provides positive and supportive learning environment where members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Wow, I must be proud of myself because today Rupinder is not here, but he also would be very happy that I could speak it out. But then, if you had noted my this mission statement, each and every word is showing the energy, the vivacious nature, and the positivity of Toastmasters program. Today, Toastmasters has turned 99, and we can't just stay calm. And we have a fitting Toastmaster of the Day in Distinguished Toastmaster Anant Katyayani, who has experienced Toastmasters over a decade, and he has himself won a lot of accolades, including 2 times Distinguished Toastmaster Award. Before I call him on the stage and take him forward for the meeting, I would just like to acknowledge the presence of dignitaries and guests present in the room. First up, we have Toastmaster Bhudev Prakash, who also happens to be our area director. I welcome Bhudev to this very meeting and also thank him for playing the role of an evaluator. Next, we have Bhagwadishwaran, who is a returning guest from our last meeting. I invite him on virtual stage, please, to introduce us once again, so that those who were not present in the last meeting can know him better. So Bhagwadishwaran, yes, please, come on and share with us your
Hi
introduction.
everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Bhagwati Sharan, and I am basically from South India, and I belong from Coimbatore. And I have been in Gurgaon since last 1 year, and I'm working as a professional in a management consulting firm. So I'm here in Toastmasters, as Nimit has told that Toastmasters is there for enhancing the public speaking skills for personal growth. And I am also looking forward to having a personal growth in terms of uh, public speaking skills and greater self-confidence. So, so glad to be here.
Glad to have you, Bhagwadishwaran, because I can personally vouch for it that this is the best platform for you and everyone alike, where we can enhance our self-confidence and ensure we can also grow professionally. Well, right then, we will now hand over the stage to the Toastmaster today, who will walk us through this 99-year-old journey of Toastmasters. And I'm sure he is prepared and would be speaking from the heart of our favorite topic about Toastmasters. So I leave you with our Toastmaster today, 2 times distinguished Toastmaster, a mentor, a friend, and whatnot. Toastmaster Anant Katyayani, 99, Toastmaster Anant Katyayani.
Thank you so much, Nimit, my presiding officer today. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Go
you
on.
are.
Thank you so much. Before we begin, I think we have got our guest of honor today, the area director, Bhudev himself. Bhudev, it would be lovely if before we start speaking, can we have a bite or two from your end? What do you think about this moment? And if you have any words of wisdom or any urgent announcements for us?
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ran. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Can you please confirm? Okay, great. Thank you. A warm welcome and good evening once again, everybody. By this time, you must have heard my name multiple times. So I'm the area director for your club, and I'm really happy to join this meeting or this club's meeting. As always, it's always a pleasure because I myself get to learn a lot from this particular club because we have got multiple subject matter experts, veterans, Toastmaster Anand, Nimit Mittal, Nitin. So all of them are veteran, and I personally like to love or like to learn from them. And I don't have any urgent announcements per se, but yes, table topic, I know table topic contests have been done for this particular club. Now we are looking forward to the international speech contest. Probably that may happen in the month of December, or we may have the area level table topic contest in the month of November, or maybe in the beginning of December. So I would like to give that a heads up. to the winners of the table topic contest, club level table topic contest, that we may have the contest soon, maybe towards the end of the November or the beginning of the December. So that's all from my end, and looking forward to a great meeting as always. And definitely, when I saw that one of the evaluator role is open, so I then want to leave that opportunity so that I can contribute in this particular meeting as well. Thank you. That's all from my end. Over to you, Anand.
Thank you so much, Bhudev, for that early heads up, and all the very best to Nitin, who has won our club level contest for raising the flag high, and to Rupinder, who is most likely going to take part on our club's behalf. If not, then yours truly is always there as second runner-up. Now begins the meeting themed as 99. You all know what's the occasion. I don't need to alarm you with the gravity of it. But let me start on a very lighter note. Do you know when the first ever Toastmasters meeting was organized? Give me a year, not date and month, a year. And you can type in the chat, you can unmute and shout and mute again. Completely up to you.
1934.
Wrong answer. Anyone else? Deliberate wrong answer. All right. Anyone else?
1924.
1924 seems to be the obvious answer, but no, it's much before that.
1800s.
You went a little bit far ahead. One final chance.
1919 or 1990.
From me.
20. 1920.
My answer will be 1922.
1920.
The answer is 1905.
1905.
1905. Why? What was the 20 years gap or so? So, as it happened, the founder, Mr. Ralston Smedley, he used to work at YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association. It's an educational service organization based out of Western US. So YMCA, Illinois, he was the head of education director office. And he first got this idea that a lot of adult men, a lot of reputed adult men in those their respective walks of life, they felt tongue tied whenever a moment came to raise a toast, a glass of wine, to commemorate something, to give tribute to someone, or to speak in general at any occasion. And that was a form of prevalent public speaking. He discussed among his colleagues and started organizing informal meetings. In 1905, it began. But due to the nature of the world those days, the uncertainty, etc., add on to that the World War One. When it happened, 1914 to 1918, and geopolitics before that, it did not materialize. It happened to materialize only when Mr. Ralston Smedley accepted a permanent position at California YMCA, specifically based out of Santa Ana, California. It's a Southern California town. There, he worked for good 2 years for an underdevelopment building. Once the building was fully constructed, inaugurated, there in the jovial mood, he discussed this idea once again among his new colleagues. Hey, what do you think? Shall we organize a meeting where we can take turns to speak and evaluate each other, just the way all of you have joined very recently in this last decade? So, 99 years ago, it happened that a first formal club was established, and its first formal meeting was organized on this very day 99 years ago, on October 22, 1924, in Santa Ana, California. Now mark this date and the place, because this would become the headquarters for the Toastmasters International for many, many decades to come. In fact, from that one club, it grew into 30 odd clubs by the end of I think, 1930s. And they also had opened a club by then in British Columbia, Canada. And at that moment, they started thinking to go global, to expand in the Americas first and then move to Europe and all. And it was somewhere around, I have mentioned the date somewhere, they became the Toastmasters International. Before 1930, it was Toastmasters Club. 1928, it got trademarked and registered. But 1930 was the time when the true modern Toastmasters International came into being. Now, fun questions for you once again. You all hearing this name, Ralph C. Smedley. C is the middle name. Virtual chocolate for someone who can tell me what's the, elaboration of C. Noor Muhammad, you cheater cock. Well, that's not me, but the speech title of someone today. Chestnut is the right answer. He beat me to ask this question before he fell, right? Let me ask Noor Muhammad this now. I think he has done his true research. So, fun question to Noor Muhammad. Noor Muhammad, do you know when was the first World Championship of Public Speaking held? Question
Not
open to
sure.
everyone else as well.
Not sure.
All right, take a guess, and everyone take a guess. The hint is 1930. It became Toastmasters International. So obviously, the World Championship has to be after that, right? When?
1950.
Another hint for you, and you all stick with one answer only, okay? And I think Rini, Neha, everyone, just breathe. Give a wild answer, but one answer. It happens with the, coinciding with another world level event.
Time or place?
Just a year before another major global event. When was the first World Championship of Public Speaking happened?
1939.
A year before that, because 1939 was the start of World War II. So it happened a year before that, 1938. Nitin, close enough. We will applaud for
I
you.
thought the World Championship led to the war, so that might have been another reason.
130, 1930.
Just breathe is working like Internet Explorer.
No, I
little-
haven't done anything. Seriously.
No, she is. She actually is.
All right. Welcome, Bhavna Batra, to this lovely meeting today. Since you have joined, another question before we get into the thick of meeting. In somewhere around 1990s, roughly around 10,000 people across the world were participating in World Championship of Public Speaking. In last year, 2022, can someone guess how many people across the world, on an approximate estimation, took part in World Championship of Public Speaking right from the club level across the world?
Maybe a lakh.
100.
What 100? What?
100 people.
Need to specify. 100 people from the club level? Club to
25,000.
area to division to district.
25,000.
25,000. All right. Someone said a lakh. The answer is in between. Palvi, Neha, anyone? Rahul? Take a
75,000.
guess. 75. We are getting somewhere warmer. Somewhere in between.
65. 65.
And just if you just answer, half the battle is won, right or wrong,
65.
irrespective. Neha is right. 50,000 is the correct answer. Approximately 50,000 people across the world took part in World Championship of Public Speaking in 149 countries. 149 countries. Mind-blowing, isn't it? And rest of the countries which could not take part, probably because they don't have a club registered inside them, but they do have people taking part in public speaking practices across the online clubs like ours. So, friends, folks, let's understand what the 99-year history has achieved. You may remember the Cricket World Cup, which is going on right now. It seems like a legacy of its own, but it only started in 1975. In fact, our own country, we got independence roughly 75, 78 years ago. That's it. This organization, this global behemoth, It has survived World War II. It has seen the birth of many new countries like India, Israel, Pakistan, many like these, the great many wars that the world has fought. And eventually, somewhere in the end, humanity has prevailed. The global need to practice public speaking and leadership has prevailed. And we have only grown better and better. The COVID pandemic a couple of years ago disrupted the physical meetings. But that was a blessing in disguise. We have always been believing that, right, Nimit? Right, Nitin? It has allowed us, enabled us to assemble today in an online atmosphere where the likes of Rahul, Jasprit, Reddy, myself, Nimit, Nitin, Pallavi, Neha, Bhagatiswaran, Sumit, welcome Sumit, Bhavna, Bhudev, everyone has joined at the comfort of their homes. Let me ask Rahul. Rahul, not joining from office, is it?
Not.
Thank God. So everyone has confirmed that they are joining at the comfort of their home, and that is the true beauty of it. Well, I have spoken enough for this piece. I will come back with a few more questions I have prepared for you, and you can still guesstimate. And who knows, like Neha, you can give a right answer as well. For now, the person who will evaluate us towards the end, whether we are going on the right track or not after the prepared and impromptu speech sessions, will be the general evaluator of the meeting today. And our general evaluator today is another newbie of the club who is taking giant strides, a fellow trainer in making, an NLP practitioner. Friends, put your hands together for Neha Khosla, the general evaluator of the day. Neha, let's have a quick audio video check.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are. Floor is all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So I will be playing the role of general evaluator today. So let me first invite the grammarian, Pallavi, on the stage to explain the role of the grammarian.
Good evening, Toastmaster and the guest. Today I will be the grammarian. I will be paying a close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will also note any misuse of the English language as well as the outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today, the word of the day is triumph, which means a great success or victory, or the feeling of happiness that you have because of this. Uh, we can use this word in the sentence as a like the team returned home in a triumph. India triumphed over Australia in the final. The synonyms are of triumphs are victory, celebration, joy, pride, and anantums are sadness, unhappiness, sorrow. I will encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day, and at the end, I will be presenting my reports. Over to you, Neha.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you for that description. And now I would like to invite the counter Rahul Sharma.
I am audible.
Yes, yes.
So good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear distinguished guests. Today I've been performing the role of our counter. And the purpose of this role is to note any overused words or filler sounds by speaker during the meeting. For example, as well and so but and my favorite, So at the end of the meeting, I will present my report to the entire community, and when Toastmaster Khosla will invite me. Over to you, Toastmaster Neha.
Thank you, Rahul. And now I would like to call upon the timer, Noor Mohammed. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam Neha. So I'll be playing the role of timer today, and my role is to time you all. So I'll be showing the green card automatically. I'll be using the video.
So my hand is already raised. If you're not able to see me, please pin me so that you'll be able to see me. That the first color which will be shown will be green, and at the middle of your speech, you'll see yellow, and you'll see red at uh, the maximum time allocated for your speech. And you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech, whether it be a speaking slot or table topics or language. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Noor, and thank you for that. And I would like to tell that I will be evaluating everything that takes place throughout the meeting and that do not takes place. So I will take notes on everything that happens, and I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for good examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. And at the end of the meeting, I will give my report. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Neha. Tech Master, kindly switch the spotlight. Thank you. The next question before we begin our first session, the prepared speech session. And this is a question which the eligibility to answer, which is you must have joined the club under last 6 months only, not before that. So anyone else who has joined before that, stay silent. Yeah, good. Nimit, good boy. Nitin, shh. What are the 4 core values of Toastmasters International? In the right order. Okay, in any order. Decide the order later. Go ahead, Jasprit. Go ahead, Pallavi. Neha. Rini.
Service, integrity, respect.
How old are you in Toastmasters?
I'm a guest,
Freedom
but
to speak.
Nimit, I think he explained it in the beginning.
He is a good listener. Let's have a round of applause for him. So, service, excellence. What else did you say?
Integrity and respect.
Integrity and respect. All right. The correct order is IRSE, not rise, not sire. It is IRSE, integrity, service, respect, and excellence. This is not a GK question. This is a heartfelt query, which I asked my mentor, got a satisfactory answer. So I asked you all in return the same. Why integrity as the first value before everything else? And anyone can answer.
Shouldn't it be always?
Sorry?
Shouldn't it be always?
Yeah, but what's the rationale behind it? And let's see some answers from new folks, new members. Why integrity before everything else?
I think as a Toastmaster, one who is joining as a member of, so he is looking forward his own development. So first thing that he has to be honest is to be honest to yourself. Maybe because of that.
All right, that's a valid answer. Anyone else in addition?
Yeah.
Yes, Noor.
Can I?
Sure. Noor.
I think
Because
Noor first.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Noor first. Noor first. Noor first.
Because other 3 don't make sense if you don't have it. So
that's a nice perspective. Correct. Thank you, Noor. That's a nice perspective. The other 3 are useless. If you look like being of service, if you look like doing pursuit of excellence, etc., etc., if you are not doing it with integrity, then probably I'm not doing it at all. Jasprit, would you like to add one final thought to it?
I would say in a journal wise, because any sport or any game have integrity in it, and I think the reason behind it is very journal. Is having moral values in society. That's why we build our society with moral values so that we can act properly, because any person who is acting improperly is going to disrupt the entire game, but at the same time, like doing dishonest thing and immoral things. That's why morals and values are made, and having integrity is important. So that's just
excellent table topic. Thank you, Jasprit. No, I mean, this is a seriously good thought. Now, my take on it is just like any military, army, national level or international level organization, the reason for Toastmasters International to have survived 99 years and going forward strongly is its emphasis on integrity. Remember the purpose for which it was established. It was not just a service based organization intended to develop public speaking. Initially, it was for public speaking. Later, it turned focus somewhere around 1960s to leadership, and tagline became where leaders are made. It was not intended as a leadership building organization. But the focus on integrity, with so many millions of people joining it year in, year out, and a lot of bad apples also join. And I'm not saying I'm not a bad apple. We all have different shades of gray within us. So why the organization like this survive? Because of the organizational focus on integrity. Individuals may or may not have integrity as the focus area. Ask many people who have done HPL projects for the sake of it. So many DTMs around us for the sake of it. So many district leaders who are doing barely nothing and still earning titles. But the organizational focus and the yardstick is integrity first. If you are not being of service, fine, but at least do it with integrity. Do your level best. This club has survived its 120th chapter today because of focus on integrity. And the shining examples are Nimit and Nitin, our president and vice president membership. I'm not just for the sake of it, I'm nominating these two people for that. They're also our prepared speaker and evaluator duo. And Nitin's speech topic itself is built around integrity. That's my guess, and that's why the whole build-up. Before I invite Nitin on stage today, let me invite his evaluator, President Nimit, on the spotlight. Nimit, can you please read out the objectives for Nitin?
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Today, I have the opportunity to evaluate Mr. Cheater Cock, Nitin Pathak. He is attempting the level 3 of engaging humor path. The project says and expects the member to practice using vocal variety and in enhancing the speech. So I will look forward to this aspect of speech building and speech delivery in his speech. Today, the timing of the speech would be 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you, Nitin, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Nimit. It's really difficult to distinguish between the two names. I still get them mixed up. So today it's the test of my focus. Nitin, are you focused enough? Can you say something for audio check?
Am I audible clearly? And
yes,
I'll start the sentence again, please. Am I audible from this point onwards till this point onward?
Correct. I confirm you are audible, you are visible. Please confirm if you can see Noor Mohammed with raise
I
of hand.
can. I'm going
showing the
to
timing signal.
remove your spotlight because I want to go to gallery. Now this looks good because I want to stay on the gallery mode. Cool. Thanks if that works for you as well.
Sure. If you wish, I can remove you from the spotlight as well, or shall I keep you?
No, this is cool. I just wanted gallery view for myself, and now this can look good when I start speech. Yep.
Fantastic. So, friends, let's put a huge round of applause because this is going to be a mind-blowing speech. Nitin Pathak, Cheater Cock. Cheater Cock, Nitin Pathak.
I was shattered. I mean, how could she? There was so much love. I deeply felt for her. She was, she will always be my family. And yet, she chose to do that. She chose to do that. That will damage my entire faith in the opponent, in any other individual. How could she? How could she? With all my heart, for the past so many years, I've been calling her Mossy, and yet in the game of Ludo, she managed to cheat, and I was a 10-year-old kid. And every chance she got, she cheated to defeat me. Why would you do it to your own blood and soul? Fellow Toastmaster, Mr. Toastmaster, and future Toastmasters, show fans if your relatives, be it your grandpa, grandma, your cousins, or anyone close to you, have cheated with you in the games while you were little, like 5, 10 years old, not even older. When I was that year old, that age, the meaning of cheating for me secluded to the games I was playing. That was cheating. If someone cheated me while they were playing any kind of game, be it Ludo, be it Scrabble, be it anything, I was such a novice. I had no clue that the meaning of the word cheating could develop into so much, which we are thinking right now as the first thought in our head and say, oh, you're being cheated. And I learned that as I grew older. I learned that when I was in 11th standard and I was dating a number. She was brilliant, amazingly intelligent, and I had to keep up with her. And it was not easy. It was not easy. But because of all this pressure, I turned into a cheater. And I showed my first ability of cheating when I could not understand the difference between the centripetal or the centrifugal force. I could not have difference between the differentiation and the integration. I was failing in maths and physics and chemistry, while my girlfriend was class topper. How can I reach up to her level? And the only thing I could do, I could cheat on her. And I could do that by making sure I had enough slips of paper truly written and pocketed in my pockets so that when I go there and I reach into the exam, I triumph those exams with flying colors. Each and every exam which I had, I made sure that I completed my first answer sheet and asked for extra sheets, which I could spread around the room and get high scores. If you have done that, you will know what it means to get numbers from sheets from everyone and pass through with flying colors just so you can make an impression. And that goes on and on. And the word of cheater had completely transformed from someone who understood what games were to someone who knows how to get their way through in order to get great grades. But I felt that the cheater cock in me had a long way to go. But it's not the heartbreak until which we realize the true meaning of anything. And it started when I got to my first job. I like those jobs. I like that part. I liked at looking at her in the pink suit which she almost wore every day. I liked the fact that she was sitting right across me and I could see her every day. But I did not like her when she walked right behind me because after all, she was my team lead and she used to assess me. That was a bad setting. And no matter what all I do, how much efforts I could put in my work, how many efforts I did, how many good stories I created in my job, when it was the time of appraisal, I felt cheated because the ratings I got could never satisfy my urge, my abilities, never demonstrated what all I've worked through the year. As every time I was feeling, peanuts again, I did not deserve it. I did not deserve it. I think many of us feel cheated again when we feel that the work we have done in our office doesn't showcase in our pay slips. And yes, the word of being cheated changed it again. It's so simple for us that whenever we heard the word cheating, our first and instant reaction goes towards relationships. We do not think of all the other aspects where we think we could be cheated on. We did not think enough that how our bosses, our colleagues, our job, our industry, our environment are cheating on us. We do not do enough in order to make sure that we do not get cheated. Sometimes in life, you have to understand that words have meaning larger than their life. And what we do about them should make sure. And it is us who, if would not stand for that suffering, will grow about it. So I know April is around the corner. In the next 6 months, if work hard, and if you're not getting paid for what you deserve, feel cheated. Feel cheated like you will feel if someone breaks your heart. Feel cheated like you will probably feel when umpire gives wrong decision and a player gets out. Feel cheated at each and every instance because this word is different. And I know that cheating. Okay, wait, Mr. Toastmaster, I'm just getting a call. I need to take this. It's from my girlfriend, and I should take it before my wife walks into the room. See you later. Back to you.
Great speech, Nitin. Engaging as always. Let's take 1 minute of silence. Noor Mohammed, please give us a 1 minute signal, verbal or audible. At the end of 1 minute, we will proceed with the meeting. Till then, everyone, please provide quick feedback in private chat to Nitin. Maybe a commendation, a recommendation from your side. What did you like? What would you like him to try again?
The minute is up.
Thank you. Can someone guess who this person is? Those who have heard the name but not known the person, well, this is for you. This
Some
is
old man.
some old man is Mr. Ralsei Smedley himself, the founder. Now, his face is still much popular, but not of this person. Can someone guess who this equally important person in Toastmasters is? Well, this is a question for the oldies.
Yeah, she's the first
Veteran.
woman to join Toastmasters.
Yes, Noor Mohammed is right on the money.
First
this
speaker
person's
who won.
Internet Explorer. Did I not say so? Yeah.
I haven't done anything, seriously.
You are just, answering with a slight delay of a few thousand microseconds. Other than that, everything is fine. This person's name is Helen Blanchard. There was a period in history, my friends, where you would be amazed to believe women were not allowed to join Toastmasters. How difficult to believe that is. Can someone take a guess? In what year did the first woman, Helen Blanchard, might have joined Toastmasters?
Definitely after the
19
second feminist movement. So
Take a guess.
1950,
70.
after 1950.
Okay. Answer is a little later than that. Anyone else? Would you like to try?
1972?
70.
72?
1975.
70. 70.
75.
1940.
According to the recorded data,
1980.
in 1965, Ralph C. Smedley died. 5 years after that, Helen Blanchard joined Toastmasters in 1970, but not as a woman. She had to disguise herself and join in the name of Homer Blanchard. 3 years after that, Toastmasters actually became open to add members who were females. 1973 was officially when women were allowed, and Homer Blanchard, well, revealed her identity to be Helen Blanchard. But this person is important because she went on to become in 1985 the first international president of Toastmasters International as well. So similar to Mr. Ralston Smedley, this phenomenal woman has been a mesmerizing, refreshing breath of air to this global organization, because the secret to the vitality of Toastmasters is that it keeps revolving itself. Remember the earlier, all right, Nimit, Rahul, you might remember the earlier educational material, which were not digital. So everyone who is getting a taste of pathways, it used to be a competent communicator, competent leadership manuals, 10 projects each earlier. But they were not the case 20 years before. It was something else and something else. In fact, it was started as a manual of, let's say, 10 lessons of public speaking by Ralston Smedley 90 years ago. And it kept evolving, kept evolving, kept evolving. Today, what we see today is a systematic digital curriculum called Pathways. It has gone through evolutions, and God knows what more new forms it will take in future. But the point is, Helen Blanchard actually gave it a new lease of life. Otherwise, I'm not sure how Toastmasters would have survived had half the population across the world would not have embraced it. Today, our next speaker is another woman who is at the top of her game in her own professional career. But very humbly, she has begun her public speaking journey with us at a very later stage. But as they say, jab jago tab savera. The moment you join, your awakening begins. So, Rini Narayan, before I invite you on the stage, let me invite your evaluator, our esteemed area director, Bhudev Prakash, on stage to read out your objectives.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, I have the opportunity to evaluate Rini Narayan's speech from the Pathways Presentation Mastery. I will be paying special attention to the speaker's vocal variety and body language, as the project says. Timer, please note, time is 5 to 7 minutes, and I will share my report in the evaluation section. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Bhudev. Techmaster, let's spotlight Rini Narayan, speaker number 2.
Hope I am
Rini.
audible and visible.
Yes, Rini, you are audible, you are visible. Can you see the timer? Noor Muhammad is the timer. He will be showing signals through his background change.
Yes, it's visible.
All right. Friends, let's put your hands together for Rini Narayan. Mythbuster, Rini Narayan.
It's a health that is a real wealth and not a piece of gold or silver. What a glorious line of our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And we all are seeing eye to eye with him for this fact. Achieving healthy eating and healthy living is what we all are striving for. But we are often bombarded with such a nutritional information that is hard to differentiate between fact and fiction in our hurrying on to go restless, strenuous life. How many of us keeping a check on the nutritional value of our diet, food safety, or take the time to check source and get the fact? Food is basic necessity of human. I believe food consumption should be intended to satisfy a physical need, hunger, and to have balanced diet as per the recommended daily allowance of nutrient. But several other domains also overlap, from the exact science to social policies and individual behavior. As a result, their own perception, misperception, which slowly adopted by all of us. We have all heard the old wives of tales, maybe even read misapprehension as our own social media that perpetuate a myth about food or nutrition. Some make sense, or even some seems reasonable. But is it really truth? Friends, festival season is upon us. It's a time to clean out our refrigerator, throw out all the food myths, and replace them with the genuine food fact that festival so that festival will be flavorful for all of us. Let's set record straight some of the common food myths. Brown eggs are healthier than white. That's a myth, folks. There is no nutritional difference between white or brown egg. The color of eggshell depend upon the breed of chicken. Eating low-calorie diet and skipping meals is only way to lose weight? No, it's also a myth. A balanced diet, eating a small portion at a definite interval, and regular exercise is the key of weight loss. By low-calorie diet or skipping meals, you may miss the essential nutrient from your diet. If a food label indicates diet foods, then it is healthy? No. Food claimed to be low fat may be higher in sugar, salt, or invisible fat. It is thus advised to all of us to read the ingredient list, find out any hidden source of salt, sugar, or fat. Next, plant-based diets are deficient in protein. No. Plant-based food are rich source of protein like legume, nuts, soya products, seeds, millet, and some vegetables. The quality protein can be increased while cereal and pulses are consumed in a combined way, in a best combination way. Cooked food cannot be cause foodborne illness can be kept in room temperature because they are cooked. No, there are plenty of ways that cooked food can be become contaminated after cooking, making just unsafe for us. Food is prepared in a contaminated environment, surface, or in equipment, or is stored in non-food food grade utensils can cause foodborne illness. All good cooked food and leftovers need to be refrigerated below 5 degrees centigrade within 2 hours. Oil provides empty calorie and no nutrients. No, folks, it's myth. Human body cannot synthesize prime polyunsaturated fatty acids. Those are called essential fatty acid, omega-3 and omega-6. And hence, those we have to obtain from the diet. Essential fatty acid reduce the heart disease, improve cognition, and reduce inflammation and joint pain. To reap maximum benefit, the right combination of cooking oil should be used. Friends, it has been observed time and again, and various fake news are circulated throughout the social media channels, which have been wide reach among masses and can influence the way we eat. But it's our responsibility to evaluate every fact scientifically before incorporating it into our diet. The festival season is all about enjoying mouth-watering cuisines, not fearing them. We need to make conscious choice and not run away eating out at dinner parties. I think the best way to celebrate this Dashera is to demolish the myth, the Ravan of healthy eating and taste the joy of festives in every bite. This would be triumphant on on myth busting. I wish to everyone a joyous and delicious festival greeting. Celebrate, smile, relish the food festival. Thank you.
Phenomenal educational speech, Rini. Techmaster, kindly switch the spotlight. Thank you. Timer, please give us a soft signal at the end of 1 minute. And everyone take 1 minute to provide feedback to Rini in private. Comment her on her triumph today. And if possible, any area of improvement privately. Thank you, Noor.
Yeah, 1 minute, sir.
Thank you. Before we move or transition into the next session, a little bit history trivia about the Toastmasters journey in India. In India, Toastmasters has been brought by our fellow visitors from Middle East. Some Indians who went to Middle East, exposed to the Toastmasters concept earlier over there, that they brought the Toastmasters starting with Bangalore and the likes of Delhi. And here the community flourished. A few practices were brought from there as well. A few practices which were not meant to be culturally in sync. If Nitin, Nimit, you have seen our message, others, if you have seen my message in the general group today, the alumni group, can someone recall, and that will be the test, who is reading our message as active member over there? Do you know what it was all about? Of course, Nitin, Nimit have seen, I've checked. Anyone else? Jaspreet, have you seen that message? No, bad mentee. Reni, Neha, how about you? Bhudev must have seen. No, he is not added to that. Okay, that message was all about the practice, which Bhudev must have seen as area director in many other clubs, that the meeting begins as we don't talk about sex, politics, or religion, or we prohibit talking about sex, politics, or religion. Well, Toastmasters in recent years has gone categorically in denial mode on that we never said so. In fact, it is the platform where you can safely talk about these topics because audience is supposed to be mature. The only caveat is respect the time, the place, the audience, and the organization under whose banner you are speaking. It may be a corporate club. It may be a place like, let's say, Middle East, where many countries frown upon talking around politics or sex or religion for that matter. So those practices taken from Gulf, incorporated into many other clubs over here, well, it's not the practice in isolation. Many other practices have seeped into the culture of Toastmasters across the world, which are only correct according to grapevines or hearsays. Every practice that you see, friends, ask to your mentor, to your club officer, demand an explanation. Why is it this way? Trust me, Jaspreet really takes a few hours of my week every week asking why it is like that. Why can't we do it this way? And I'm thankful for the VP Education to allot me Jaspreet as a mentee because she keeps me on my toes and sometimes compels me to find it out about, at my own. This is the true fun of Toastmasters. You learn from each and everyone. Do not let this come to your head that you are a DTM, a district director, a world champion. Well, even the world champions, they keep coming back to their meetings to practice. They get evaluated themselves many a times every week. And that is the beauty of it. The journey is the ultimate fun and never a destination. Well, there are a few milestones that we achieve in between, but the fun remains in the journey. And the journey begins in club meetings. Those who are here today, you are going to enjoy the next session to the core because I have seen the heart and soul Jaspreet has put into it as table topic master. Can we invite Jaspreet as the table topic master, bringing her, bag of naughty table topics, mischievous table topics to test our wits and our skills? Let's give her a thorough round of applause as a token of promise that yes, we will take your challenge head on. Bring it on, Jaspreet. Can you say something to let me know?
Am I
your
audible
video
and
check?
visible?
Yes, you are audible, you are visible. A word for every upcoming speaker. Do note the timing screen of Noor Mohammed, who will show you a signal for 1 to 2 minutes, green, yellow, and red. Go ahead, Jaspreet.
Okay, so this is the time for the table topics session, and this is the time when all the guests and all the members can participate in impromptu speaking. So it will be a lot of fun, and let's get started with it. So the first thing I would like to say is all the topics will be of 2 minutes, so the timer will assist me in that. So after 1 minute, there will be a green signal. After 1 and 30 minutes, there will be, after 30 seconds, there will be a yellow signal. And after 2 minutes, there will be a red. So until the speaker speaks, the red signal will be shown on the screen. So let's start. I would like to call upon any volunteer who would like to take up first. Great. So Rahul, Toastmaster Rahul, a unique hobby or skill you have picked up recently. A unique hobby or skill you have picked up recently. Toastmaster Rahul.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear distinguished guests. I would say, I have picked many things, but I left it in the mid because I didn't do it, with a full rigorous or do not put enough concentration. And I would say Toastmaster is one of that thing. And I'm not, justifying my enrollment in this Toastmaster meetings because from last 6 months I haven't, you know, given any speech, and due to my personal commitments to my work also. But I really want to give a speech, and Nimit asked me last week also about this, and I also talked to Nitin also because I want to say a lot of things, but I'm not doing it. So I would say I really need to justify my enrollment for this Toastmaster meeting and start giving speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster Jaspreet.
Thank you, Rahul. It was very graciously explained. I hope you will do speeches very soon, and we are looking forward to it. So for the next one, does anyone want to volunteer? Okay, Noor, would you like to go? Your
I'm
hand
the
is
timer.
raised.
No, I'm the timer. My hand will be always raised.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Sumit,
Yeah.
let's do a quick audio and video check.
Yeah. Am I audible to you and visible to you?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay.
So
Perfect.
for the topic for you today is your all-time favorite movie. Your all-time favorite movie, Sumit.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Jaspreet. Good evening to all. Well, I'm not very fond of watching movies, but since I have been given a topic to speak on. So I would brief a little about the movie, which touched. It's not a movie actually; it's a web series, and it is the Money Heist. They are the thieves over there, but the way they have has anyone of you have seen it? Can you raise your hand if anyone has seen it? Money Heist. Okay, so you will connect better. So they are the thieves, but still the way they have planned everything, and I was surprised to see that they studied 5 months about this heist. So normally we did not study or plan anything when we are going to do something, but this web series teaches me that if we are going to invest time in advance or to prepare anything in advance, it is going to help us in an abundance way. That's all.
Amazing, Sumit. So the web series are definitely as good as the movies. We all enjoy watching web series. We are definitely going to watch that and take inspiration. Thank you. Anyone else?
Let's check with
Okay.
Bhagwati Swaran.
Okay, Bhagwati. So Bhagwati, let's do a quick audio and video check.
Yeah, I am audible.
Yes, you are. So for you, sum up your morning routine. Sum up your morning routine, Bhagwati.
Well, I was a very lazy person. I didn't I was not used to waking up early in the morning, and whenever my boss used to call me, Bhagwati, why are you so late coming to the office? You are supposed to reach at 10 o'clock. So I always thought about it like, what should I do about it every day? I used to reach at 10:30 at the office, but that was the kind of routine that was going on every day. But after some time, I realized that if I get up a little bit early in the morning, I can actually organize my day a little bit better. And so for that purpose, I started waking up a little bit early in the morning, and I started with the purpose that I should start with a morning walk or something like that. So with that purpose, I started waking up in the morning, and that became part of my routine. So now I am not only exercising daily, but also I am reaching without any taunts or complaints from my boss. So that
It's definitely very inspirational how you changed your routine. And we definitely all struggle with our morning routines. We all have like bad days. So thank you, Bhagwati, for discussing. Anyone else? Okay, Nimit Mittal. So Toastmasters, Nimit, the biggest impact Toastmasters has had on your life. The biggest impact Toastmasters has had on your life. Toastmasters, Nimit.
The biggest impact, before I share about it, first of all, I would like to share why I came to Toastmasters. I am a failed entrepreneur. And when I failed, when I kind of gave up because I was not able to cope up with it after marriage, I sensed some emptiness in my life. I had given up a stage. I had given up my sense of identity. I was not working so well in my job also. So I wanted that confidence boost. I wanted that sense of leadership, sense of ownership, because of which I joined Toastmasters. And when I joined Toastmasters, immediately I started realizing the benefits of it. But the biggest impact today I have is on my professional visibility. Today, I can safely say that thanks to Toastmasters, I have recently been promoted. I have grabbed good projects. I have been pulled into multiple initiatives at workplace. I am getting continuously good ratings at office. Even when I am not working, even I'm working not so well as I compared to I used to do earlier, because I think I am doing more of smart work and I am walking up the corporate ladder. I am now leading initiatives rather than working on those initiatives on ground. Better collaborative skills, better client facing skills, stakeholder skills, and all that collectively has helped me even further. And now I deal with much more senior people. So professional visibility it is for me, and it is now transcending into personal life as well. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you. It definitely, Toastmasters give a sense of identity, and we all are experiencing the same thing, and we are getting recognized for it, specifically when we go out somewhere and just say, like, we are part of a Toastmasters. So it definitely is a huge impact. Thank you for sharing it. So Pallavi like to go. So Toastmasters Pallavi, let's do a quick audio and video check.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are, and you're visible too.
Yes.
Great. So for you, capture your Toastmasters experience in 3 words. Capture your Toastmasters experience in 3 words. Toastmasters Pallavi.
Capturing it in a 3 words is difficult. I have much to describe Toastmasters. So it is like a complete transformation. In fact, today only I was just reading a magazine of Toastmaster, in which one lady who has been a victim of bully in her school days, and she lost her mother also, and her self esteem was very low, and she lived her life, her school days, with the same feeling. But when she came to the corporate, and then she got an opportunity to be the Toastmaster, and there was a sudden transformation in her life. Uh, and she got a lot of courage, and she even migrated from one country to another. So as that transformation that lady have experienced, the same kind of the transformation the Toastmaster do in everybody's life. It is up to us how much we can get out of it, get out of this Toastmaster. So describing it in a 3 words, 3 words won't be possible. It is up to us how much we can grab out of it. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Pallavi. It was really insightful, and definitely it gives the courage to speak in front of an audience that's really scary, and it gives the courage and multiple aspects. It helps us. So thank you, Pallavi, for that. So anyone else would like to go? Okay, so I would like to hand over the stage to the TMOD, Anand Katyani. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jaspreet, for those teeny tiny mischievous topics. Deserve a round of applause. I'm sure it was a tough day for you to resist not to speak in a table topic yourself, because you always jump at the opportunity, but today you were the table topic master. No worries. As I was initially talking about how it began in India, well, what year do you think Toastmasters came to India? The first ever club was opened. Give me a guess.
90s.
Unmute.
90s.
90s.
A year.
93.
1990.
93.
1999.
So, thanks to Mr. Manmohan Singh and Nasimha Rao, the then PM, globalization happened in India somewhere at the turn of 93. Now, that was a separate fact altogether. What do you think happened for Toastmasters when the first club was established? Take a guess.
March.
Good guess.
March.
Well, it happened in 1991. Even before globalization came to India, Toastmasters came to India. When was the first ever district established in India?
2000.
A district is roughly a group of around 40 to 50 odd clubs at those days. Then you get the mass to call yourself a separate district where you have your own leadership at different levels. And that is what a district is all about. Same is a concept in Rotary, Rotaract, Lions Club, etc. So what do you think? Which year? Quick guesses.
2000.
Okay, 2000. Anyone else? A hint. It was the year I began my engineering. Okay, bad hint.
1995.
How old do you think I am?
2000.
How old do you think I am?
2006.
Okay, it is 2006.
2006.
2006. You gave me heart attack. Come on, man. Just because I'm having a gray beard as a new style, it doesn't mean I'm that old. Okay, I think it's time for me to go. I cannot handle any more heart attacks. I will simply hand over to the general evaluator. Neha, you handle the rest of the meeting. I'm done.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. So, let me invite speech evaluators first. For the first speech, Nibit Mittal to evaluate the speech.
One of the biggest cheater cocks in the world of wrestling, that is WWE, was Eddie Guerrero. And he once said that if you are not cheating, you're not trying. So I'll say congratulations to Nitin Pathak on trying his level best right from the childhood up to now. He started this speech on such a low note, but yet it was so hooking for us. We got all hooked that why is he so sad? Why is he so low? We all were so emotionally attached to Nitin and his speech right there itself. And then immediately he opened up the box. He revealed the humorous take. It was humorous indeed because he got cheated by his Mossy in the game of Ludo. He continued on his journey of being cheated and also cheating throughout his life by sharing certain anecdotes from his school when he had slips of paper and sheets of paper to pass around the room, and then when he was dating, and even now during the speech when he got a call from his girlfriend, and I'm hope that his wife is not around to listen to him. Well, it had ingredients of a successful speech because it had story, it had anecdotes, it has humor, and most importantly, Nitin was on the button when it comes to the speech, the project requirements, that is the vocal variety. He was low, he was high on vocal variety at the appropriate timings. If I have to share a couple of recommendations to you, Nitin, first up is a generic one that at couple of instances, even though your intention was right, it didn't come out clearly in your delivery. It was a little confusing. For example, when you were reciting the instance of asking for extra sheets and passing it across the room, it was a little confusing with the slips of paper you had in your pockets. So what were you passing around? Were it the sheets, extra sheets you were taking, or the slips of paper? It was a little confusing. Maybe you can just go through the recording and see. And at the end also, even though it was brilliant humor and we were all taken aback by the ending of the speech when you got a call from your girlfriend, but yet it was a little distracting, to be honest, because we were in a certain flow. Perhaps you can try to work it in a more seamless fashion, that yes, you at least completed one sentence, or maybe suddenly a phone rang, and then you see, oh, and then you dramatize it. uh, that could have been a little better, you can say, closure of that. But having said that, a brilliant speech, and it worked well on the vocal variety front. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Nimit, for that evaluation. And I would like to call upon our second evaluator, Bhudev Prakash. Over to you, Bhudev.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. We all know that a good speaker or a communicator is the one who knows how to speak to his audience verbally and as well as non-verbally. When I say non-verbally, it includes two elements: body language and your vocal variety. If the person or speaker is able to connect with the audience, even if he is not speaking, maybe with the hand gesture, the job is done. Today's speaker, Rini Narayan, did a wonderful job in connecting with the audience. She talked about certain myths. Did you all feel that? Was she able to burst some of the myths? At least I feel the same. She was able to provide an informative and captivating speech. While I was listening to her patiently, I was noticing that she had a lot to cover in the content. From the content's perspective, speaker did very well. I also noticed that facial expression were also good because she was smiling throughout the speech. Good vocal variety. For example, when she said that legumes or nuts, this way you can attract the audience by your vocal variety. I really like the way she disseminated the entire information. Along with that, we also know that body language is, is the physical behavior or expressions to communicate non-verbally. With that, I have tiny recommendations for the speaker today. First of all, I felt that speaker was not maintaining the enough eye contact with the audience. To me, it was like she was looking somewhere else where the camera is on the other part. She was not maintaining that particular eye contact or throughout the session. Second, I also felt that speaker was hurry in covering the content. It felt that she had lot to cover, that's why she was rushing. The pace of the speech was too high. When you have a lot to cover, the chances are high your audience will miss the content you're trying to address. Therefore, I would say please go slow and speak slow. Design your content in a way that you could cover easily. It's very necessary to take pauses in between. Also, take some breathe. When you take 1 second pause, it will help you stay calm. Overall, I found it very useful and informative speech. I'm confident if you can work on the feedback I have given, you can triumph over the next speeches you will deliver in your career. Thank you, and back to you, Madam General.
Thank you, Dave. And with that, I would like to call upon our grammarian Pallavi to present her report.
Thank you. So I will first I will list the quotes and the words which I liked. So the Anant Katyani used the word tongue tight, which means difficult to speak. Jestimate is to guess. Nitin Pathak, in her speech, he uses the words like shattered, excluded, showcase. Anand Katyani used the quote, or he framed the sentence like journey is a ultimate fun and not a destination. Sumit Sani used the word abundance and Nimit Mittal translating. The word of the day is only used once by Rennie. In the sentence, it will be a trimip. I am not able to note any improper grammatical use. So that's the report from my end. Over to you, Neha.
Thank you, Pallavi, for that. Now I would like to invite our counter Rahul to
Thank
present
you.
report. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Neha, for calling me. So
I am the general evaluator.
Sorry. Thank you, General Evaluator Neha, for calling me. So I would like to start my report from a prepared speech. So first of all, if I am talking about Toastmaster Nitin, he didn't use any crutch words, but any filler sounds, but he used and too many times. So I found he used and too many times. If I'm talking about our second speaker, Toastmaster Rini, she used and some pauses which I found during her speeches. In table topic, because it's a impromptu speech section, so I found few R's and ands, but it is okay because it's an impromptu speech section. Third is a speech evaluator. Talking about Nimit was flawless, but when at the last part of her evaluation, he used few hours and few pauses because time is sticking out. Uday was flawless, and I didn't find any crutch words and filler sounds during her evaluation. So that's my report. Over to you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator Neha.
Thank you, Rahul, for that. And I would like to call upon the timer, Noor, for presenting his report.
Madam General Evaluator, I'll present my report after your evaluation, if that is okay. I'll time you.
Sorry?
I will time you as well. So please continue with your evaluation. I'll give my report after your evaluation.
Okay. Okay, thank you, everyone. Now I will give the evaluation for the entire meeting, starting with the Sergeant at Arms. The meeting started in a timely manner, right on time, and the meeting instructions were clearly specified, and the presiding officer also introduced our guests, the new guests who joined the meeting for the first time. And coming to the Toastmasters, Anant was brilliant, and the theme was very interesting and informative, and he made sure that everyone is interacting with his quiz that he introduced upon the timelines, which year, and that was very interactive. And the meeting was orchestrated in a brilliant way, and all the speakers were called out very clearly, and the theme was interesting. Moving on to the next part, which is the our table topic master, Jaspreet, that the time she properly explained the purpose of the table topic speeches, and it was very interesting topics and easy for the speakers to speak up, and so that were good topics. And then one recommendation I would like to give, that she should be more, I mean, the table topic master should encourage people who are not speaking much. They can point out to them. And also one recommendation, general recommendation here, you can raise your virtual hands for table topic master in case for the table topics. In case the table topic master does not see your actual hand, you can raise your virtual hand for that. And next, moving on to the speech evaluators, did a brilliant job there, Nimit and Bhudev. I found it to be perfect. Some recommendations and some commendations. It was a good balance of both, and the feedback was in depth with proper examples. That is for the evaluators. Then moving on to the grammarian. I think the grammarian did a good job in providing a word that was that can be used in our daily, vocabulary, and it was a good word, easy to understand and make use of. She also highlighted proper good usages with the names, and I think she could have been a much also highlighted some bad usage. There were some grammatical errors also she could have added. Then coming to a counter, the report was good, provided by Rahul, and overall he did a great job there. Coming to the timer part, first of all, I would like to recommend that since timer was not present, Tapendra nominated for the timer. So in case anyone is not able to join the meeting, they should inform in the group in case they are not able to make for the meeting. And as Noor took on the timer, and I recommend everybody to switch on their videos. And I found that for Noor, the voice was little low because it was not clear for me. So that is the report from my end, and thank you for that. Over to the Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, Neha. Can we have a thorough round of applause for Neha? Timer has already put his report about prepared speech and evaluations in the group. Noor, in the same spirit, thank you so much for putting the entire report once again. Neha Khosla, you spoke for 4 minutes 2 seconds, and others, everyone, you can see your respective timings over there. Now, I do promise some fun facts before we conclude, and they are important facts. They are necessary for us to understand where do we stand globally. We as Indians, as Spearhead Toastmasters, so where do we stand globally? To know that, first let me ask this. We are a community club. You must have heard there are corporate clubs as well. The Googles, the TCSs, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Infosys. In fact, we have Nimit and Nitin, respectively from companies like Infosys and TCS, present or past. So, what do you think? Is there any other type of club available globally other than corporate or community? Okay, take your guess.
I know there are prison clubs which are
Prison
now
club.
only
Okay.
right
Thank
now
you,
which are
Nitin. Yes,
only
do.
for women prisons only right now. They are not opened
No,
it yet.
you're correct. There are prison clubs in the Northern America. Yes, Rini,
Yeah.
you were adding something.
There are some cultural clubs, and as a means being a female, I would also like to inform that means there are certain groups of means particular cities women's clubs, and they are exchanging the thoughts on social media like Instagram, like Facebook. They don't have the club and interact, but those information are really
So you're talking about
informative.
Toastmasters Club, which are women-only club, is it?
No.
No,
There are
I'm asking
other
about that.
state-specific clubs also.
No, I'm asking about that. So Toastmasters clubs like ours, which is a community club where anyone can join. There are corporate clubs where only company employees can join. Nitin gave an example, a prison where only the prison inmates of that particular facility can join. Do you know any other type of Toastmasters club?
I think some companies have their own employees.
That is corporate club. That is a corporate club. That is my example. You cannot copy paste. You have to give your own.
Okay. I was not knowing that is called a corporate club. So I was not knowing about that. That is called the corporate club. Now I understand.
You got it now. You got it now. Nimit is adding something. You're on mute, Nitin. Nimit, it's really difficult to distinguish the names, man.
Okay, so one very common type of clubs which we are missing here are institutional clubs.
College clubs, correct.
College clubs, yes.
So you have. Can you give some examples in your territory, Nimit? If there are some college clubs in your, domain.
Yes, there is one college club in my domain, which is Great Lakes in Gurgaon, which is a management institute having its own Toastmasters club.
Thanks, Nimit. Let me add, there are MDI, there are FMS, there are, I think, a couple of DU colleges in the northern campus. They have their own clubs. Like, I think Lady Shri Ram College, I was last to last year, I was there in their, we call it as a demo meeting. There are clubs in ISB Hyderabad. There are clubs in ISB Mohali. There are clubs in IIMs, the IITs, the IMTs, and many other engineering and even non-tech institutions as well. Now, these are common ones. Any other type of clubs?
Gavel clubs, which are for children.
Which are for under 18.
Under 18, yeah.
So,
and above is there's a minimum age as well, right?
Correct. So to join a Toastmasters club, you have to be of 18 or above. But if you are a minor, so under the supervision of an adult, a school facilitator or a school in charge, you can organize a Gavels club. In fact, I just yesterday recommended 2 students for Gavels club in Gurgaon. And if you have some students who would like to be a part of a Gavels club and later they want to become Toastmasters after turning 18, well, you can drop me a message. I can connect you with such in charges in Gurgaon as well. But we are missing a few other clubs. Anyone
Advanced
else? Advanced clubs, all right. So where the harsher evaluation, the more to the point business happens, and there the spirit is that grill as much as you can, and do have the speeches which really strive to do something different. Not for everyone, but for some people, yes. Any other club we are missing? Any other type of club? There is
language
one I heard. Yes, Noor.
Language clubs.
Multilingual clubs, all right. Multilingual clubs, Spanish.
All of these clubs used to be grouped together called specialty clubs. Before, I think before 97 or 98, they were all grouped together and they used to be called as specialty clubs, all the clubs which prison
so
clubs.
Before COVID, there was one more type of club. So before COVID, there were some online only clubs, undistricted clubs, which were not part of any district. After COVID, of course, everything became normal. There is church-based clubs. Remember, it started from US, so a lot of these type of clubs are there. In fact, I have a whole sheet full of infographics and statistics. So let me reveal it to you one by one, a few interesting infographics. Do you see how young we Indians are in terms of Toastmasters? What is the average age of Toastmasters in India? 38 or below. In fact, in this very meeting where we are right now, I don't think anyone is 40 or above. Hardly 1 or 2 people. Let's not reveal our ages.
Not even a month.
I'm glad Rupinder left the meeting, so
yeah.
Probably added.
But see, in the northern Northern America, that is Canada and US, a lot of people are members for 20, 30, 35, 40 years and going. Yeah. In India, it's a concept which is barely a few decades old, and in some cities, barely a couple of years old. And that is why you will see India and Bangladesh and Malaysia, Indonesia, etc., quite a bubbling place right now when it comes to clubs. Another statistics: number of female members. If you see in the northern India, in the Brazil, it is more than 60% females in the clubs. Quite astonishing, right? In India, well, not the that way around. It's quite the other way around. What about accessibility? So, how many members can access the services of Toastmasters depending on their education? So, if you are having a 4-year degree, on that basis, I think in India and Africa and China's, it is only the likes of graduates or above can have access to Toastmasters or affordability for Toastmasters. But if you see the Brazil and the Northern Americas and Canada's, 4-year degree is a luxury. The next infographics: students. How many students? You see, in India and Africa's, quite a good percentage of students in Toastmasters. And as Nimit said, college clubs, right? Okay. What about members who can primarily speak English? The mother tongue, birth language is English. Of course, barring the English-speaking countries, if you see Europe, India, China, they are very less. There are very few people who speak English as primary mother tongue language. But Australia, US, surprisingly, Brazil, I don't know for what reason comes in this list, but those who have their primary language as English and not Portuguese are there, more than 82%. Another interesting graphics: multilingual people. So people who speak more than one language, one of them being English. As you see, India shines quite bright over there because we are a country of every person speaking at least 2 or more languages. And finally, the global level averages. How brilliant it is to see this number. The average age of a Toastmasters member globally is nearly 50 years. Other than Rupinder, I don't think we have a single member in our club of that age. That shows how young we are globally when it comes to Toastmasters, how many years of experience we are yet to possess. Globally, education-wise or degree-wise, this is the split. This is the commute in terms of miles. 53.6% people, they commute 1 to 5 miles to join their clubs. But thanks to the larger distances or the miles in Northern America as well as Australia, 13.9%, nearly 14% people have to at least 10 to 20 miles they have to visit. I remember I was in Hyderabad. I used to visit 40 kilometers every Sunday for my club meeting in Sikandrabad Toastmasters. Language-wise, this is the split, and you would be amazed to know Tamil is a formally recognized language in which you will get pathways material, and Hindi is yet to catch up. Tamil caught hold of it first. Hindi is catching up. But globally, Hindi is one of the foremost languages in which you will have many speakers. In fact, the World Championship first runner-up this year was from our Indian origin. Nisha Shivram, I guess, was the name, right, Nimit? Nisha Shivram?
Yes, correct.
So I will post the link in our meeting group as well as here in case you are interested about the statistics. And on that note, I would love to conclude my theme particularly and hand over on this specific note, do understand where we belong, what organization we associate with. Do wear it as a badge of pride. We are entering the 100th year of history today, my dear ladies and gentlemen. So do promote Toastmasters on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your WhatsApp status. At least about Spearhead Toastmasters, most definitely, yes. I create so many amazing posters after so grilling reviews. Please associate your credibility to it, promote it. It will be a true service to this mammoth organization. And with that, Nitin has very confusing names, right? Nitin has put some links on the chat, one link twice. So do click on it, provide your poll results while I bring the presiding officer back to collect some audience feedback. Nimit, over to you. Did I speak your name right, Nimit?
As a matter of fact, you did. Yes, indeed, I am Nimit. Sometimes even I get confused, but not today. I am Nimit for sure. Well, can we have a round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, all the speakers and role players, and of course, this wonderful organization called Toastmasters. As we today celebrate the 99th anniversary, Anant, on your say, and I did my bit. I am donning Toastmasters T-shirt today because I thought it's appropriate to wear it in this very meeting. Well, even outside, when I go out and meet my friends, I try to wear this T-shirt or the other T-shirt I have from Toastmasters or any other Toastmasters merchandise for that matter, because I wear it with a sense of pride. I want to make sure that the other person know about me as a Toastmaster. So thank you for re-emphasizing that message at the end, Anant. And why not? Because we have seen so many wonderful facts and insights about Toastmasters, and I'm sure we all now are in much more love and respect of Toastmasters. Before we begin, I would like you all to click on the link of the polls shared by Nitin on the chat window. The link which is ending with GSR8, that is the link to cast your votes for the favorite role player or speaker. In the meantime, I would bring you on the virtual stage to share your feedback, your takeaway, and what you loved today about Toastmasters or today's meeting. I'll start with our respected area director, Budev Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nimitz, for providing this opportunity again. And I really loved the energy of the entire meeting. I'm glad that everyone was very keen to take roles and they were successfully handling their roles, even if there was some back out, but the team managed to fill in that role on the spot. So good job, everyone. And definitely, I will keep coming back to the meetings. And if they, and I'm definitely there to help you out if you have any questions, concerns. And please feel free to reach out to your president, your EC team, and for that matter, you can directly reach out to me and add it in your club group. If you have any concerns with the club, if you want to recognize someone, definitely we can do so. So please feel free to reach out to me in that case as well. Overall, it was good meeting, Nemeth, and thank you for having me here. Back to you.
Thank you for your leadership, Budev, and I'm sure in your guidance and leadership, we would definitely make a much more successful club. Right then, let us move on with our next guest, and who also happens to be the timer today. Thank you, first of all, for taking up the role at the last moment and delivering it with such an exemplary fashion. So, Nur Muhammad, what are your thoughts on Toastmasters 99th anniversary and on this meeting?
Thank you, Nimit. Can you hear me clearly? I'm having problems with my microphone.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Fantastic. So I love the meeting today. The energy is quite high in the meeting. And I love the TMOD's complete history about the Toastmasters 99 years of existence. So wonderfully done, Anant. I loved every bit of it. And also the speakers, I come for Toastmasters meeting to gain a different perspective. And I believe today's speaker too, also Toastmaster Rini gave us a very important message regarding foods. I love that aspect as well. Table topics was fun. Timer roll was good, kept me on toes. So overall, I love the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor. And before I forget, let us take a quick selfie and then I'll continue with the feedback and other discussions. So please come on video and we can take a selfie in this moment, special moment of Toastmasters. Yes, you can show your love to Toastmasters, to me and to this meeting, to Spearhead Toastmasters Club. Let me find where the reactions are. And I am going to celebrate. Right, then I hope the picture is taken by the VPPR. I'll move on and continue with the feedback. So let us have Bhagvatishwaran next. So you are a returning guest, I know. So what are you taking away from this meeting?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Nimit, for having me as a guest, and thank you, everyone. So this meeting was as a second guest for the second meeting. So unlike the previous meeting, I saw that this meeting was in which I found that there were so many insightful facts about Toastmasters, a nice presentation by TMOD Anand, and so this was also new for me, and uh, and of course this session was very lively, and I loved the meeting.
Thank you, Bhagvatishwaran. Just like last week, I'll say that we are open to membership. And if you would like to join this fantastic club and fantastic organization, you can take part and be part of our club. You can just have to reach out to any one of us. If possible, to reach out to our VP membership, Nitin Pathak, not Nimit, Nitin Pathak. I'll ask him to please share your phone number, Nitin, to share his phone number on the Zoom chat for everyone to reach out to him. Last but not the least, we have Sumit Seni. Yes, please.
Yes. First of all, thank you for having me here. For the first time, I came to know this much of the facts about Toastmasters. Meeting was very well organized. I really enjoyed it. When I joined, I was not sure that if I'll be staying till the end, but I feel happy that I'm still here and I'm listening to you. I loved listening to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. I'm glad that you enjoyed our meeting. And we'll invite you everyone to our regular meetings going forward as well. And I hope that we celebrate the 100th meeting just the way we did today, perhaps in a much more grander fashion. Well, then, I would just like to share my own feedback of the meeting also. And this is particularly with regards to the facts which Anant was sharing. I was also keen on noting that India, as our country, has so much of potential, be it in terms of females joining, be it in terms of students who could join, be in terms of how much we could travel to join other clubs. And any insight which Anand shared, I thought that as a leader, as a division director also, that there is so much of scope, so much of potential, so much of reachability. And as Anand said, that can only happen if we do our part in the VPPR initiatives which Anant is taking at our club. We can voice our Spearhead Toastmasters meetings to our friends, relatives, close ones. We always share good things with others, right? Hey, I went on a vacation. Let me post it on Instagram. So if you find Toastmasters good, if you think that you are learning something good, you want to continue, why not share this as well with your friends and relatives? So I'll urge you on that and leave you with that thought. And now is the time for announcing the winners. So let me see if I have the results with me. Yes, I have. So I start with the best auxiliary role player, and it is a tie. It is a tie between Rahul and Pallavi, the R counter in the grammarian. Congratulations. The best evaluator is Bhudev for sure, because I believe I toppled the timing also. So congratulations, Bhudev. Indeed, it was an insightful evaluation from you. Best table topic speaker, and I cannot believe it. I don't know how, but it is me. Thank you. The best role player, of course, is today, the Toastmaster today, presenting to us so many insights about Toastmasters, which few of them even I didn't know. So congratulations and thank you, Anand, for sharing with us. What a wonderful way to celebrate this day. And then the best speaker goes to Nitin Pathak. Congratulations, because although he was his speech said cheatercock, but he definitely didn't cheat about it. Congratulations, you were deservingly the best speaker on the day. Well, right then, so one new thing which we tried and I realized that mid-meeting is that we are not recording the meeting. We are on YouTube live. So you can all go to the YouTube and look at this live streaming, which is going on now, or even later when it has ended. So it's all there. I don't have to share it separately. As far as announcements are concerned, I don't have many announcements today, but just would leave you with the spirit of Toastmasters, the spirit of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Reach out, spread the word about Spearhead Toastmasters and Toastmasters in general. I'll request that we can stop the recording perhaps, or otherwise, if I'm missing anything, we can still include that.